Okay, is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, sir.
So let's start with our class. So in last class, we started with the numerical examples on frames with sway. I told briefly about the sway frame and the non-sway frames. How to recognize a sway frame, whether the frame sways or whether the frame will not sway. How to recognize that, I've already told you. And to start with one of the numerical example, I started with numerical example where this frame, even if it is a geometrically symmetrical one, but it is unsymmetrical from loading point of view, so the frame will sway. So how it is unsymmetrical from loading point of view? Of course, the UDL is a symmetrical one, but this 100 kilonewton horizontal load, which is acting at point C, which makes this frame unsymmetrical from loading point of view. So we were to the conclusion that the frame will sway. Now the usual steps as follows. The step one, kinematic indeterminacy, we started and we found that the kinematic indeterminacy is phi, but phi kinematic indeterminacy and solving the problem becomes very tedious one. So we are supposed to reduce this kinematic indeterminacy to lesser number. So how we can do that? We can easily do that by applying the modified slope deflection equations for moment MCA and also the modified slope deflection equation for moment MDB. So by doing so, I'm neglecting to find theta A and theta B, which are also unknowns. So when you neglect theta A and theta B, and means you don't want to find the values of theta A and theta B, you're not interested in that. So these 2 degrees of freedom will be vanished. So directly from kinematic indeterminacy of phi, your structure is now reduced with kinematic indeterminacy equal to 3, means 3 unknowns. What are those 3 unknowns now? Those 3 unknowns are the rotations at C and D, that is theta C and theta D are the unknowns. Also, since the frame is a sway frame, the sway which is acting at C and the sway which is acting at D, that is theta delta C and delta D are also unknown. But we know that since the beams are actually rigid, we assume the condition that the beams are actually rigid, delta C will be equal to delta D. So if you find any one of them, the other one will be easily you can find. So the total unknowns will be now 3. So out of these 3, 2 are rotations, that is theta C and theta D, and one is a sway, that is delta. So this was in step one, which is very important step in case of any numerical example, because you should not commit any mistake in that. You should analyze the structure carefully before proceeding further. If you commit a mistake somewhere here, the further steps will go wrong. And the step one itself is a very important step. And further steps are direct substitutions or anything like that. Now step two, we drew the blow form of the structure. I have drawn the blow form of the structure. Simple. Everywhere you have to assume the clockwise movements, and the other side you have to draw the anti-clockwise movement. This is a simple and basic step. We are fond of doing that. Next, step three, we found the fixed end moments. Of course, the in case of fixed end moments, okay, we didn't started with that, right? We started with this deflected shape, and I explained you what do you mean by chord angles and all those things. Hope you don't have any doubts in this. Students, are you having still any doubts in this structure, in this frame? What is chord angle and how it is to be found and everything? Is there any doubt in this? If you don't have any doubts, I can move further. Any doubts? Any doubts? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. So I
Yes.
think that you don't have any doubts in this. So let us move further and start with step three, that is fixed end moments. And you can easily see that since span AC and BD are not having any load, so the fixed end moment for AB or CA, sorry, AC or CA or BD or DB, fixed end moment will be 0. Now there is one more thing what you should note down here is very important. This 100 kilonewton is actually acting at the joint C. You can see here the 100 kilonewton is actually acting at joint C. It is not acting on the span, any of the span. So while calculating fixed end moments for any span, you should not consider this 100 kilonewton. Please keep that in mind. Okay, I will repeat once again. 100 kilonewton is acting at the joint C. It is nowhere acting on the span. AC or CD or DB. Okay, in any of the span it is not acting. Instead, it is acting at the joint. So while calculating the fixed end moments, any fixed end moment in this structure, don't take into consideration this 100 kilonewton at all, right? Okay, so if that is the case, let us write the fixed end moments. Let me first write the fixed end moment which are 0. Okay, so I can easily they say that the fixed end moment AC equal to fixed end moment CA equal to, then we have fixed end moment what is that, BD equal to fixed end moment TB. All these fixed end moments are 0. Why? Because span AC and BD are not having any loads which are acting on them. So the fixed end moment will be 0. Only we need to calculate the fixed end moment for span CD. Okay, so let me calculate the fixed end moment CD here. So you have to refer the standard tables. So it is WL square by 12. So fixed end moment CD will be minus. What is the value of W? It is 40. And what is the span? It is 5 square divided by 12. So minus 40 into 5 square divided by 12. So you are getting minus 83.3. 83.3 kilonewton meter. And similarly, fixed end moment DC will be equal to plus 40 into 5 square by 12. So that will be plus 83.3 kilonewton meter. So is that okay, students? Fixed end moments?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. So once you're done with step 3, that is fixed end moments, next let us move on to the next step, step 4, that is slope deflection equations. So let me first apply the slope deflection equation in span AC. So what care I should take while applying the slope deflection equation in span AC? On span AC, what care I should take while applying the slope deflection equation?
Modified.
Yeah, you should apply actually the modified slope deflection equation. Will you apply modified slope deflection equation for moment MAC or MCA?
MCA.
Yeah, what will be the value of MAC?
0.
Yeah, because A is a pinned support. So I will write here directly MAC is 0 because A is a pinned support. Now I should apply the modified slope deflection equation for span, sorry, the moment MCA. If you remember, this is the modified slope deflection equation. Let me just check whether I have that. Yes, no, not in this numerical example. Maybe in this. Okay, I have not written. So let me write that once again. Let me write the modified. That is the general form of the modified slope deflection equation. So it goes like this. Let me write with some different color. So it is 3E ICA means ICA, it means the moment of inertia of span CA divided by LCA. Okay, theta C minus xi CA plus fixed end moment minus fixed end moment AC divided by 2. Okay, so this is the general form of the modified slope deflection equation. Let me substitute each term one by one. So MCA is equal to 3E, and what is the moment of inertia of span CA? It is I or 2I? It is I or 2I? What is the moment of inertia of span CA?
2I.
2I. I have written here. Okay, it is 2I. 3E into 2I. And what is the length of span AC or CA? It is 7 meters. Okay. Theta C minus xi CA. What is xi CA? We already found that. Xi CA somewhere here. Yeah, xi CA or xi somewhere here. I have found that. Xi CA. Yeah, xi CA or xi AC dash. Both are same. So it is delta C divided by 7. Okay. Minus delta C, or I will write only delta because delta C and delta D both are same. So let me write only the delta term. Okay. Delta divided by just a minute. Yeah. Divided by 7 plus. And what is the fixed end moment CA? We already found. What is that fixed end moment CA? It is 0, and fixed moment AC, that is also 0. So your equation will be something like this. MCA is equal to 6EI over 7 theta C minus delta by 7. Have you understood this, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so just for simplification while doing the calculation, I will put it in a simplified form. So 6 EI by 7 into theta C. So that comes out to be 0.857 EI into theta C minus, so 6 by 7 into 1 by 7. So you will get minus 0.122 EI into delta. So now let me call this as equation 1. Right, so this is for span CA. Next, let me come to span, what is that, CD. Okay, that is this span. I'm talking about span CD now. I'm applying the I'm applying the slope deflection equation for span CD. So while applying slope deflection equation for MCD, you will go for modified one or general one. For span CD, you will apply. Yeah, it's a general one because it's an intermediate span. So I will write the things directly. 2EI. So I of span CD is I itself. Okay, 2EI divided by the span CD is 5. Okay, 2 times theta D plus 1 time theta D 3 psi CD plus fixed end moment CD. Okay, so psi CD is 0. You already know that. We have already calculated that. Psi CD, you can see here. Psi CD or psi C dash dash, both are same. They are 0. So this comes out to be MCD is equal to, okay, so 2 EI over 5, 2 times theta C plus 1 time theta D, and fixed moment CD, we already calculated that, which is to be 83.3. So let me call this as equation 2. Now similarly, I will write for MDC 2 EI over 5, 2 times theta D plus 1 time theta C. That xi term will not come. So plus fixed moment DC, which is plus 83.3. Is that okay, students?
Yes, sir.
Clear? Yeah. Next, the last span, that is which is that CD, right?
DB.
Yeah, it is DB. No, not DB. Yeah, DB, correct. DB or BD, both are same. So let me write for MBD. MBD is 0 because B is a pin support. So MDB will be equal to, okay, I will apply modified slope deflection equation now. 3E 2I divided by span, that is 7. Theta D, correct? Theta D minus delta by 7, that is xi dB, okay, plus fixed end moment dB minus fixed end moment BD divided by 2. So that will obviously turn out to be 0, okay, because there is no span on that. So this will be 0. I will just rewrite this. MDB is equal to 0.857 EI theta D minus 0.122 EI delta. So let me call this as say equation 4. Is that clear, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we have written the slope deflection equations. I have not written the slope deflection equation for MAC and MBD because both are 0. But I have written the slope deflection equation, that is modified one, and general for MCD and MDC, and modified one for MDB. So totally how many? So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 slope deflection equations. So that's what you're getting, 4 equations here, right? So hope you don't have any doubts in these slope deflection equations. Are you having any doubts? Any doubts in these slope deflection equations? Any doubts? Yes or no?
No, sir.
Okay. Then next step, we should go for the equilibrium equations, that is step 5. After step 4, that is after writing the slope deflection equations, the next step is the equilibrium equations. Okay, now tell me how many equilibrium equations you are supposed to write here. How many equilibrium equations you are supposed to write? 3, because you have reduced from kinematic indeterminacy of 5 to 3. So you have to write 3 slope deflection equations. Now, if you see the blow form of the structure, here we have at which 2 points you will apply the equilibrium equations?
C and D.
Yeah, C and D. Okay, that is at this point and at this point you will apply the equilibrium equations. So with these you are writing only 2 equilibrium equations, but you are supposed to write 3 equilibrium equations. So how is that possible? Okay, I will tell you that third equilibrium equations, we call it as a global equilibrium equation. What is that global equilibrium equations? I will explain you. First, let us write the equilibrium equations at point C and D. Okay, let me first write the equilibrium equation at C. So what will be the equilibrium equation at C? It is simple. MCA, that is this moment, plus MCD equal to 0. And please don't consider this 100 kilonewton. Okay, it is a force, it is not a moment. We are writing the equilibrium equation at joint C. We are not writing any summation of equal to 0 or summation of Fy equal to 0. We are writing that the net moment at C equal to 0. When you take moment at C equal to 0, so this 100 kilonewton will not come into picture. So don't consider that one. So at C, it will be MCA plus MCD equal to 0. So I will call this as equilibrium equation A. OK, this is at joint C. And we also have the equilibrium equation at joint D, which is MdB plus MdC equal to 0. I will call this as equilibrium equation B. And there is one more equilibrium equation. We call that as global equilibrium equation. Let me just explain you what is the global equilibrium equation. But before that, let me draw that frame once again. Means whatever frame we have, that frame I will draw once again. OK, so this is our pin support. And this is also our pin support, right? And here we have a load. This is uniformly distributed load. Of 40 kilonewton per meter. And here I have a point load, which is 100 kilonewton. So this is point A, B, C, and D. So if I am correct, this is 5 meters, 7 meters, and 7 meters. OK. Now, since these two are pin supports, so I can easily write what kind of reactions will come there. So one, I will get a vertical reaction. Let me call that as VA. And also I will get one horizontal reaction. Let me call that as HA. Similarly, here also I will call this as VB. And let me call this as say HB. OK. Right. What I will do. OK, let me let it be like this only. So this is the vertical direction. Know how will be the direction of the horizontal, but for as an initial assumption, I am assuming that the horizontal reactions are on this side only. Now what I will do here, next step, I will take this column, that is column AC and column BD separately, and I will draw the free body diagram of these two columns. So let me explain you how is that free body diagram. So what I'm doing, I'm taking only that column AC separately. OK, and also I'm taking this column BD separately. OK, right? Next what I will do, I will write what kind of moments will come. I don't know how will be the moment of direction of moment MCA. I will assume that it is in this direction, that is clockwise. So let me assume that. So I will call this as MCA. OK, and this is HA and VA. OK, and there is no load acting on this, right? OK, so this is your point A and this is your point C. Similarly, if I try to write the free body diagram of BD, it will be something like this. So MDB, I don't know, it will be something like this. MDB, OK, and here I have the vertical reaction VB, and here I have the vertical reaction HB. OK. So this is your point B and this is D. Also, please note that apart from these reactions, there will also be one more horizontal force at C. Let me call that as say HC, and here also there will be one more force HD. Students, are you clear with these free body diagrams? Any doubts in this?
So why there will be force at the C and D?
Which force? Horizontal
So
force?
horizontal.
Yeah, see, whenever I will explain you this one. See. Okay. Whenever you take a beam, okay, let me assume that, okay, I will take draw somewhere here. Okay, whenever you take a beam, right? If you say that it is a pin support, you know that you have a horizontal and vertical reactions. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so similarly in case of frames also, whenever there is a joint, at this joint there will be a moment, there will be a horizontal force and there will be a vertical force always. Are you trying to understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this vertical force we have already taken here, that is VA. Okay, the same force can come here, right? And the moment I have written it as MCA and horizontal force I have written as HC. Are you clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. So if it is clear, next what I have to do, I will call, let us say, I will call this as full free body diagram, full FBD. I will call this diagram as full free body diagram, and I will call this as column AC free body diagram, and I will call this as column BD free body diagram. Okay, next for full free body diagram. Okay, what I will do, I will apply in column AC. In column AC only, I will apply. I will say that summation of all the moments at point C, let it be equal to 0, and the sign conventions to be followed is clockwise moments as positive. For in full free body diagram, I'm actually concentrating on column AC, and I'm saying that let me take moment at C equal to 0, taking all the clockwise moments as positive. So how will be that one? So what HA will at C will cause? Will it cause a clockwise movement or anti-clockwise movement? HA, yeah, it will cause an anti-clockwise movement. So I should write minus HA into 7. What about VA? VA at C will cause what kind of movement?
0.
0.
Yeah, it will not cause anything, right? Okay, then. Okay, then you have to see this column AC. Okay, in column AC, I can see there is a moment MCA which is acting at C. Whether that moment is clockwise movement or anti-clockwise movement, it's a clockwise movement, right? So I should write plus MCA equal to 0. Are you understanding? Please neglect this one. So don't see the full free body diagram. Actually, I'm saying this AC column AC free body diagram. Please don't see this one. Okay, column AC free body diagram. So in column to 0. Are you correct? Is it okay or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then from this, can I write like this? HA is equal to MCA divided by 7. Can I write like this?
Yes, sir.
From this equation, I'm simply writing HA is equal to MCA divided by 7. Okay, that is done. Right. Now similarly, I will apply in this column BD. So if I do that, I will take summation of MD equal to 0, taking clockwise movements as positive. OK, so this HB at D is actually causing anti-clockwise movement. So minus HB into 7 plus this moment MDB is clockwise. So I will write plus MDB equal to 0. So this will lead to something like this. HB is equal to MDB divided by 7. Is that two equals up column AC and column BD free body diagrams. OK, right now from those things you know what are the values of HA and HB in terms of moments MCA and MDB. Correct or not? HA in terms of MCA you got, HB in terms of MDB you got. Correct. OK, right. Now you see the full free body diagram. Now you see the full free body diagram, and for the full free body diagram, you apply one more equilibrium equation, and that equilibrium equation should be summation of all the forces in horizontal direction as 0. And what should be your sign convention? This should be your sign convention. Now tell me, if you apply this summation of fx equal to 0 for this full free body diagram, how will be your equation? Can anybody tell me? You apply summation of all the forces in horizontal direction equal to 0 for this full free body diagram picture. Tell me what will be your equation? It is very simple.
HA plus HB plus 100.
Any other things? Any other forces which are there in the horizontal direction?
No, sir.
No. So your equation will be H A plus H. What is that? H A plus HB. Yeah. H A plus HB plus 100 equal to 0. Is that okay? Correct or not? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then if that is the case, right? What is the value of HA? You already found that. That is MCA divided by 7. What is the value of HB? MDB divided by 7. So HA is MCA divided by 7 and HB is MDB divided by 7 plus 100 equal to 0. So I can rewrite this as MCA plus MDB plus 700 equal to 0. Can I write like this? Can I write like this?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
Yes, sir.
yeah, this let me call at the equation C, and this is nothing but your third equilibrium equation. This is third equilibrium equation. Have you understood? Is
Yes,
that
sir.
okay? Right? So equation A, this equation A and equation B are the two equilibrium equations, and the third one is this one. Are you clear? Please just you can check once again. If you have any doubt, I can explain you that. Any doubts in this? Are you clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah. Now you can see I will just write down all those equilibrium equations once again at some separate point. Separately, I will write all those equilibrium. So our equation A, that is at joint C, the equilibrium equation is MCA plus MCD equal to 0. This is our first equilibrium equation. And the second equilibrium equation is MDB plus MDC equal to 0. This is your second equilibrium equation. And the third equilibrium equation is MCA plus MDB plus 700 equal to 0. This is your third equilibrium equation, right? Now, what is MCA? You already found out in equation 1. Okay, so MCA, you have to substitute here equation 1 plus what is MCD? MCD is your equation 2. Okay, this is equation 2 equal to 0. And what is MDB? MDB is your equation number 4. Plus what is MDC? MDC, I think it is equation number 3. Yeah, MDC is equation number 3. Okay, so here once again MCA is equation number 1. MDB is equation number 4 plus 700 equal to 0. Okay, so this is 1. This is 1. And the other one is this one. So with these you will get equations. If you substitute the moments which you have found in slope deflection equations, you will get 3 more equations. Now what are these 3 equations? Can anybody tell me? What kind of equations they are called? What kind of equations they are called? 3 equations.
Simultaneous.
Yes, 3 equations, 3 unknowns. So they are actually called as simultaneous equations. Okay, so what are the unknowns in these three things? The first unknown is theta c. Then the next unknown is theta d. And what is the other unknown?
Delta.
Delta.
Yes, delta. Okay, 3 unknowns, 3 equations in the form of simultaneous equations, that is a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0, a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0, a3x plus b3y plus c3 equal to 0, which you can easily solve in calculators, and you can find the values of theta c, theta d and delta. Can you do that? Okay, before my next class, I'll stop here now. Can you find these 3 things?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Yes,
please calculate from your side and get me the values for theta c, theta d and delta. Okay, so it should be in this form. Something like theta c is equal to some number. Okay, some number divided by ei, it will be. Okay, similarly theta d and delta. Can you do that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Stop the class now. I'll stop the class now. Next class, I want all those values and tell me what values you are getting. Let us cross check from our side. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. If that is the case,
Okay.
let me stop the class now. I will share the PDF of these notes, and also I will share the video in the group. Thank you. Thank you one and all. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
you, sir.